Hi, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. Hello, hello. I missed you guys so much. Life has been tidbit knuckin' futz. Let's just say that. So, yeah, my match went out already. So I know y'all know what that is like when things is just crazy all around, but we will get our reading today. I do want to talk about my Angie notes. The description box will have those, as well as the what to do on a Scorpio moon energy, which we're still in today. And they're also there in the chat box. Thank you, girls, for being here with me live. Miss Moni. Thank you, guys. Miss Brandy, Miss Peg. Thank you guys so much for being here. We've got I got a new song today. All I could hear was I want to raise your spirits. And I knew it was a guy's voice, and it was something about being happier. So I had to Google that to figure out what it was. And it's lately I've been thinking I want you to be happier. I know that means I'll still have to leave. Then only for a minute, I want to change my mind because this just don't feel right to me. I want to raise your spirits. I want to see you smile, but I know that means I'll have to leave. What I think this means, I don't think it's another person. I think this is a conversation with self about our own roots. And you'll see that in today's graphics. We do have the red root chakra today being highlighted. It's the path of power. I also got the song, if you guys have heard Alice Merton's I Got No Roots in My Bones. So, and when I was sketching that, I started to sketch at the top here after I posted my notes to the page, but the album is called Mint. And I was like, oh boy, mint can definitely overtake your garden if you're not careful. So I feel like the path to power here and this justice back to our own balance energy is going to be about this back to 1979. So if you're born, let me know if you were around in 1979, because today's date plus the year comes up to a 46, and 46 years ago was 1979. So you might relate to that year. You might be 46. This might also have to do with a situation or person regarding December 2nd. And then we also had an August 16th date show up. But the sun today is at Virgo 7, which is a little bit of a lull between special moments of passion and desire fulfillment. And it's about unemotional acceptance of what cannot be changed. So I feel like this is all to do with roots. So I'm going to go into the Carolyn Mace shadow deck after we get our general reading. And I also wrote down here, we're ferreting out the root causes of self-sabotage to process fears, enable us to surrender our blocks. So I want to check out what those possible blocks may be as we come to accept what cannot be changed. So this is unemotional about. Okay, so that's why I think it's about self. And with the Wheel of Fortune energy from the 4+6, that can balance our energy to then ignite divine timing. Okay. 1+0 is our one of the magician, where we get all four aces of potential. And then we have the energy of the divine feminine and the divine masculine, again, attached to my notes. Now, with the divine feminine energy being learning how to see things in a larger context, okay, pulling up out of something, no judgment about ourselves. It's just that curiosity going, what patterns are keeping me from the emotional life that I want, or this happiness that I want, happier, okay? And then the divine masculine Pictures of these Sabian symbols are on my notes as well. The divine masculine is having a serene realization of the cycles of creation and destruction. And we are halfway through Libra there with that Mars energy. So, path of vulnerability from 1979. That was a year of personal growth. You graduated in 1979. That's perfect, Peg. Personal growth much there, going out into the world to ignite your wheel of fortune with all four aces of potential. There you go. There you go there. Okay, so let's see where we go today here, guys. I also want to talk about the moon conjuncting or clinking glasses with Black Moon Lilith today. And that is all about freeing ourselves from these limiting patterns of belief. Today's energy of the 29th is an 11 of justice. Okay, how can we balance this out? And then, of course, I talked about the Wheel of Fortune turning in our favor with divine timing, and then using that energy. And I love this figure 8 here because it comes from us, and then those results come back up and around. So let's see where we go with especially that Black Moon Lilith and the moon clinking glasses there. We've got a hanged man energy there on the split. And then in addition to that, it's trining Jupiter. So flowing with Jupiter in Cancer. And then the third point of that trine in your birth charts is going to be pointing towards Pisces, which of course is where the North Node of Destiny is right now. Okay, let's see where we go, guys. Let's see where we go. How you guys doing today? Tell me if you're doing anything fun this weekend. Let me know. Will is doing a little bit better, and I say better because she hasn't had those little scary shaking episodes. So she's had two, but the last couple days she's wanted to play, so that's good news there. All right, let's see what's going on here today. I'm going to pull on Divine Feminine, bottom of the deck. You could consider Divine Masculine energy or how to take action regarding the energies surrounding us. Okay, we've got our flipper. There it is. Truth buried at the bottom, buried in the roots, right there. I got the roots in my bones. Okay. All right, let's see what's going on here. All right, so whoever this reading is for here today, this is what you're willing to look at today. Emotional, unemotional acceptance of this truth, even if it's been long buried. Okay. The situation is about our heart. Double aces. There's our 11 energy, soulmate energy here. This cup I like in this deck because this Ace of Cups has a living entity inside of it here. And when these guys get too big for their cup, right, they don't sit there and go, does this cup make my butt look big? They just get up, they unroot themselves, they get up and they find another cup. They get up and find another home. They don't fiddle faddle around with asking over and over again, should they get something bigger, because they just know, right? So this is this reading is for someone today that's looking at the truth of their own heart. And again, we've got number 11 energy coming through. And in the future, or the opportunity here is to release. If you can see how that's something that is long ding dong dead, okay, especially thoughts, because with that Black Moon Lilith conjunct the moon, that's about our emotions, right? And then we have these thoughts here. What emotional thoughts do not serve us and just need that skewer put in them for the final time, so we can get a move on here with the energy that we do want to call in. Now, in the recent past, you have been doing your research here. If this reading is for you, you've been learning, especially in relation to esoteric knowledge. This is the Knight of Cups, which is Pisces. And right now, that lesson is about participating in the transmission of love and knowledge. Okay. So, feeling it, learning it, understanding it, and then sharing it for this starfish energy here, this regeneration. Okay. What is the heart of the reading? Nine of Pentacles. This is someone who has learned how to put up boundaries for this situation of the heart. If you've outgrown something, you're seeing the truth of it now. And not only are you going to be able to release those thought patterns, but being able to then understand this knowledge from doing all of this work and really focusing on this heart's cup is now we understand what me time means. We understand how to keep others out that may drain our cup or prevent us from moving into a cup that fits. Near future energy, Wheel of Fortune. So that's today's energy here. Once we release this, we do indeed balance our own yin and yang energy. That means divine timing then is initiated. We're all firing up sisters on go, or all systems on go here, all cylinders fired up and ready. What has been the block is being up in our heads, sleepless nights. I know I have not slept a lot. I've been so paranoid about Lola. I keep waking up just to check and make sure she's breathing. So it is not a fun place to be. So she is not even 9.5. She's still my little babe. And oh, I just feel so. She was born with a heart murmur. Not much we can do about that, but the heart disease is unfortunately progressing. Now, this block here is we not been wanting to pay attention to the nightmare siren that's been calling at us. Okay. Maybe we've been busying ourselves, but in the block position, we read that Nine of Swords in reverse, and being able to then release through this Ten of Swords is our opportunity, because we're getting a hold of it. We're no longer, covering our ears and our eyes and our mouth and going la la la. It's like, let's just go ahead and face this once and for all. All right, what does Spirit want us to know? Five of Pentacles. This is my whiskey lullaby song. So with these blocks here, the whole heart of the reading, this whole reading is about someone who has learned to protect their heart. And then what happens is that we see what has been on offer the whole entire time. We're not getting sucked under by someone else's grief. We are offering support. Maybe this is again with that North Node of Destiny, is sharing again that information, transmitting the knowledge, sharing it around with those around us. So Five of Pentacles typically is a lack mindset. And I just went la la la, not wanting to hear, see, or do. And I feel like this is that energy coming up out of the emotions of the water. Our emotions are actually the gift, right? Because that is showing us where we have these ideas of lack from our heart and where they've generated from, even if it has been a long buried truth clear at the bottom of the ocean. Scorpio's the deepest sign. It is the 8th house of secrets. So with that trine energy fueling there today, especially with the moon, I feel like this is the best chance I've seen in a while of collective energies really conquering this once and for all. Yeah. Before I even pulled the card, see how focused she is on that sword. And I look at diagonals as well here. You putting up boundaries around your own heart and protecting and more easily moving away from what we've outgrown here, staying focused on that new truth, because she understands here as the Knight of Swords that if she does not stay focused on this truth, and those old emotions buried very deeply can swallow her under just as easily. So the awareness of them, again, we can then release them and transmute that pain into wisdom, see what these depth of emotions have to offer us, okay, this independence energy, and staying focused here so that we don't get sucked under again. It's like, you're telling me you're getting it now, whoever this reading is for. Focused on the truth of moving forward into the Two of Cups energy. When I fill my own Ace of Cups, and I don't stick around in a cup that I'm overflowing out of, I don't stay in a cup that makes my butt look big, then I can process that grief, release what was, honor it. Thank you, teacher. I can respect that lesson because my soul signed up for it, even if it was shitty. Okay. Even if it was through pain, once we can get to the point of, and I know Liz had a great reading today about forgiveness, and that damn horse showed up again. And sure enough, that's where the Sabian symbol of communication was, just like this Mercury energy here, a bareback rider. So the energy of the sun, and that is all about straightforward audacity, okay, and daring. That looks pretty darn daring to me, to ride that truth wave. That is not easy, guys. Let's see what's balancing out this truth. Well, being able to say goodbye to the old cup, okay, or our old emotions, our old thoughts or ways of thinking about past situations, brings our own balance. And then also with it, a new choice. Okay. Two of Swords. We've got the generational planets, all three of them at that 222. And I've been seeing, even last night, I saw it twice, just en route. So that 222 energy of Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, all at air and fire energies there. And that I have done a write-up about as well. Let's see what's going on here around you, or at least for the divine masculine. I'll take these out a little bit quicker here. Devil energy, the Chariot, the Hierophant, major, major, major. So I was just saying about those generational planets that is affecting us all. There are 3 in a row that are all at that 2-degree lesson. Okay. So Devil, Chariot, Hierophant, King of Swords, this truth from the past about our fears and patterns of limiting beliefs, especially emotional ones. Hanged Man there in the center, North Node in Pisces. Empress energy there with the eclipses that are upcoming here in the near future. We're learning how to sway like a palm tree and go with the flow and communicate our emotions in a calm way. So this shows me, with this new balanced energy, fueling that is the Empress, this Venus energy of this eclipse coming up, double eclipses in September. And that is letting go of being the oak tree, right? The mighty oak tree will break in half and can be uprooted by a storm, whereas going with the flow, being accepting of, unemotionally accepting what cannot be changed, especially about our past, in order to move forward. Forgiveness, letting that go, transmuting that to pain into wisdom. Okay. Being able to bend here a little bit. And that is what helps us get unstuck. Very independent energy here, guys. The block in the past, could have been seeing the truth of something, but kind of allowing it to escape us or slip us by, or making excuses, especially because of passion. Sagittarius energy here again with the horses. So been seeing that a lot. And again, a bare-backed rider. This is the bare naked truth, right? The Two of Wands here in what Spirit wants us to know, that is fueling the Five of Pentacles. Lack mindset is a choice. And if we focus on what we don't want, then that is surely what we are going to bring in, because the universe doesn't care about the words, it cares about the feelings. And if we're feeling poly pissy pants and saying, I don't like this and I don't like that, then that's exactly what we get more of, because we're putting that pentacle, so to speak, into our wishing well. Our thoughts and our words create the reality that comes toward us. Outcome energy. What we say about the Ace of Cups situation. How you like them apples? So what you want wants you then. Your vibrational frequency changes when you're willing to leave behind the cup that you've outgrown, or the ways in which we learned about love, right? And focus on our own emotional truths. And when that happens, here it comes. Especially after this eclipse, either the eclipse month, this could even be the first full moon eclipse here coming up in Pisces. That'll be the first one. And then the second Virgo new moon, that one will be an eclipse. And I did make graphics about what to do with with the eclipse energy, especially in that Virgo energy. All right, so what's healing here, or what wants you and you want it, is this healing all along here. And this is by choice. In this deck, we are not sure if she's just taken a quick nap, but we do know that she's willingly put herself there. And it's not the Three Swords that in the traditional energy of the cards would be still lying above the person. These are her anchors now. Okay. It's not the Three Swords stabbing her in the heart and she's going to get up and grab the ace underneath her when she's ready. This is what I want wants me. I know that I need to pull in this divine feminine energy and be able to go with the flow and see that truth for what it is. It doesn't have to trip me up and stop me in my tracks here anymore. And there's that passionate communication. So right here with this Two of Wands, where the volcano is about to blow, or this communication is about to come in, again, only happens with healing. And this could be, once you've offered that forgiveness, your healing is makes you able to let this go with respect and admiration of, we weren't for each other, but we can still respect the journey and what we learned along the way together for that. Now, the situation of the Ace of Cups is being fueled by this Jupiter and Cancer energy here. I love this because yes, it's a horse, it's a seahorse, but there are two figures in this deck. And with the seahorse here, for me, that's a role reversal. So this could be a role reversal, especially with the divine feminine energy coming out on the yang side of the table. And the opportunity for them there is to learn as well, because once the yin releases that ding dong dead Ten of Swords, those old stories, the yang energy follows suit. And what are they learning about here? Bookending with that Devil, their own fears, addictions, and patterns as well. Wow. And this could even be that the this King of Swords here, Aquarian energy, the unexpected thunderstorm, understanding that there are always going to be forces that are not within our control. Obviously, I'm the queen of that this year. And boy, oh boy, does that take you down. And those truths can either pull you under, or you can focus on the shit you need to focus on, right? Life is for the living, and there isn't, I don't think there's anybody that's lost someone that has ever thought, oh, they wouldn't want me to go on, right? Especially in spirit form, and in their spirit form, they see everything. They see the whole truth of the universe, how energy works. They just want the best for their loved ones. Getting an ear squeezy there. And this is the divine masculine energy, then making different choices and perhaps even seeing here what their own yin energy, or what a yin energy, if that's a person for them in their lives, has been trying to offer all along. Okay. And yin energy no longer just being pulled down by sorrow here, really embracing this independence. So it feels like here for the divine masculine side of the board, as soon as the yin energy takes the opportunity to release and start that healing, then that same energy is activated for yang. Very beautiful. Tower energy, Mars energy there. So again, Tower there, Mars, which is Aries and Scorpio energy, learning the skill of adjustment to feedback, communication here, even if it disrupts some shit, right? Even if, because they learn to go after their own happiness as well. The 19 of the sun, the barebacked rider, Leo and Mercury. Beautiful energy there, guys. Really nice here. I feel like this tower energy, this surprise of what you want wants you, and that you're healing, initiating this learning, this communication in Virgo season. Look at that. The Hermit energy, holding the wish, the star. Well, now since I did another 3 on the masculine side, let's go here up on the top. Knight of Swords into Queen of Swords energy. We've got, let's see, we have Vulcan or volcano here. That is the husband of Venus. He is at 20 degrees Libra. A foundation of traditional teachings is laid down, and the opportunity here is for the masculine energy to learn from the yin. Okay, so again, that discernment energy. And then 3 of Cups, celebration of being able to release and forgive and move towards the lighthouse. This is more community energy here. And let's see what this decision is about. 7 of Swords in this deck is, I always notice this little pathway out. The 7 of Swords traditionally is about strategy, like an S for strategy, except these merdudes have no idea what swords are, right? What they're doing. And why I like this card in this deck is because they're not taking all of the swords, they're only taking one for each of them. So they're taking only what they need in this situation, especially through 7 and 2, the 9 of Swords in the past. Okay, now instead of staying up all night and it being a nightmare for the yin energy, their focus on the discernment of their heart and independence, celebration of releasing and forgiving what could not be. What cannot be changed in Libra time, in a Libra sun, or excuse me, in Virgo sun time. So definitely writing that Nine of Swords here. It's happiness is a choice, right? For us to have the dark days be over, that is absolutely, happiness is 100% a choice. And believe me, I do know it's hard to feel your own happiness sometimes, especially going through grief. It just hits you out of nowhere. It takes you down. I get it. Unfortunately, and I know some of y'all do too. Thank you for your emails and messages of kindness and support. Really appreciate that. Let's look here at what, in honor of the Lilith energy here, what patterns or roots. So, what patterns of limiting beliefs have come from the yin side of the board's roots? That might be unaware of them even. Okay, the detective energy. So the shadow of that would be voyeurism, okay, or even falsifying information. That can even be kind of a Page of Swords energy of just watching what's going on. Now, that can just be if it's in our roots, if it's in the divine feminine roots, that's like a nosy body, like a busybody, nosy, uh, people being in your business all your life, or you just maybe watch the people around you. They didn't have as much entertainment as we do these days. So it was the gossip, and everybody knew everybody's business, right? Where the light side of this is this detective work is using it for good, great powers of observation and intuition, and a desire to seek out the truth. You can't make this up. Whoever this reading is for today, it's like I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired, and I got to figure out why I am sticking around in love situations or not filling my own cup. Lack mentality combined with the Ace of Cups can be that codependency of overgiving, even though I don't fit there anymore, right? I got to still give to the person that doesn't want anything to do with it. They're still in their laws. And we can't do that, right? Because we can't sacrifice our own energy any longer, or else divine timing doesn't get activated. So the outcome energy, I mean, there's nobody better at discernment than the Queen of Swords. This is my Layla card. And not Lola, this is a girlfriend Layla. She really does look just like that. She's gorgeous. So, wow. The desire to seek out the truth. It's like, don't care what it is. I'm going to ferret out those little nuggets of those roots once and for all. Crossing energy, teacher energy here, and we have the Hierophant for the opportunity. And look at her learning here, sharing the knowledge of what she has learned. Okay, double Taurus energy there in the near future and the opportunity. Cancer, Scorpio, and Aries energy there. Leo, Virgo, and Sagittarius energy there. We've got the Two of Swords, which is going to be Libra, 7 being Aquarius, 5 of Cups, Scorpio again, Cancer, Libra, and Gemini energy over here for anybody that needs to know those. So on the divine masculine side, the shadows, they may be uprooting or our own yang energy within ourselves. And that is about teaching negative traits and destructive skills, the roots of the patterns that we've learned, the emotional patterning, right? Wow. Again, They didn't realize it's not about blame, it's just what we witnessed. And then what had happened was, what happens is we don't realize that those are still in our subconscious, and we're continuing those patterns of behavior and those patterns of emotional beliefs. I must take care of others in order to make my own world okay. Now, the light attribute here is breaking the cycle. See how he's breaking the world open here? The ability to communicate knowledge, experience, skill, or wisdom. North Node in Pisces, exactly what we talked about. Wow. That's pretty damn cool. I don't know what you guys think about that, but I think that's pretty darn cool right there. Let's get some advice for all signs and we'll get you wrapped up here. Oh, I did want to check out aces. Uno momento. Let's check out actions, feelings, thoughts, and what's going on in the 3D with each of these energies. All right, let me get the connecting lesson here between the yin and the yang energy with that Ace of Swords. What is the intellectual connection about here between these two energies? So that can be you and someone else. Thank you for reminding me to remind people or ask people to hit the like button. Thank you, Peg. Judy Jude. Hey guys, hey, thanks for coming in on a Friday. Crystal. Hi, guys. What is the intellectual nature of this union? Today's energy. Our magician is back. Now, the last Aces reading I did, this came out in the 3D. So we had all the jokes about old ass Merlin and his old ass stick, but I'll refrain today, I promise. Okay. So, intellectual nature of this union is about understanding that when we learn something, we share that knowledge, right? And teach it to others. When we learn a new way to have all four aces of potential for ourselves, we then share that knowledge with others. You might share the energy of communication with this person if this is a person for you. And all week long, we've been getting that strange magic, right? Witchy woman. And I think there was one other one that I can't remember. But wow. Okay. Intellect is the key here for the truth of this, for this new potential to be able to start, is both sides being able to unlock this wisdom and move out of cups simply that they have outgrown without emotion about it. It's just unemotional acceptance. I've outgrown it. I've outgrown it. Okay, what about the actions? What is the passionate nature of this connection? Or what actions could bridge these energies here? What is the actionable nature or passionate nature? Take it whatever way it resonates for you. Okay, the difference, guys, between someone who is for us, okay, someone we've outgrown is someone who's not changing their half of their fishbowl, right? If you're doing your growing, well, and they're staying the same, you're only alchemizing half that energy, right? So then you must move on so that their energy can grow separately from you. Sometimes doesn't mean that it's over always. It just means there's growing there to happen that perhaps can't be done within the union with y'all. All right, what is the passionate nature here, or what actions is this regarding? There we go. Oh, got 2. 3. All right. Judgment. Wow. So this is Lonhauser and Elizabeth, and he has been gone a long time and is finally coming back home to his partner here in this energy. Judgment energy again is Pluto, which is sitting in Aquarius. But that is that rules Scorpio energy, and we're talking about that water trine today. So this judgment call, deep soul ties, this is resurrected energy coming in for our own lessons and benefit. There's the horse, the 8 of strength. It's still called strength in this deck. Some of them are not the same major arcana names, but this is Brunhilde and Siegfried, and that's about balancing our own inner yin and yang so that outside energies that we do want come towards us, then giving us this power here and stability. And this is the Emperor card in this deck, Arthur and Guinevere. There was a love triangle there, so if that resonates for anyone, you gotta go for what you actually do love and not what you've outgrown or feel like you should do, right? Definitely takes some bravery. Definitely takes some bravery, but this judgment, this action, either you or this person is resurrecting the energy, or there's a new judgment that's going to be made. Does not surprise me for the month of September. Very karmic endings and new beginnings. All right, what about the emotional nature of this connection? The emotional nature of this connection. All of the butterflies of transformation coming out of the Ace of Cups here. Why did I just hear one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish? I don't, is that Dr. Seuss? I'm assuming. It's been a long time since I read a Dr. Seuss book. One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. Ace of Cups. What is the emotional nature of this connection? It's like she's kind of a giant here. She's seeing her reflection in the water, but it's giving me little vibes of Alice in Wonderland because she's much larger than her landscape. She's outgrown the damn cup. Yes. Okay. Can somebody tell me what that Dr. Seuss book is even about? I don't know. I can't remember. Wow, that emotional nature definitely doesn't want to come out. Okay, illusion. You don't get to know yet. It's the moon energy. So over here, I did say that Arthur and Guinevere, that was a love triangle because Guinevere was actually really in love with his head knight. So, but she married Arthur out of duty. Okay, and here in Ivan and Odette, this is our yin yang energy, the dog and the dog and what's the other thing of the moon, the fear one, the wolf of fear. In this deck, this is about trickery. A third party tricked Ivan, and Odette turned into this swan, and you could only see her at night. And this is when the moon is turning down. So as we're approaching the new moon Virgo eclipse, we may have an illusion that is shattered at that point or revealed. Okay, if this is a union for you or with a person, it's currently hidden in the moon, either from you or you both are have it hidden in your emotions still. Okay, and there could be again with that third person here energy of both of these stories crossing. We shall see. What's fueling that? The 14, yeah. The temperance energy of Sagittarius. That's Venus and Vulcan. So Venus and her husband, and I just said that Vulcan was a foundation of traditional teachings laid down. And this is whether the divine masculine energy is going to make a different decision or not. Am I going to go with tradition of what's expected of me? Or am I going to choose something new that's literally turning pain into wisdom? Here, he lost Odette due to that third energy, the trickery of it. And then here, they're joined in union. Okay, fire and water energy there. And you come together anyway. There's this red thread of destiny intertwining, which is definitely from that judgment energy, deep soul tie. All right, what's the 3D connection here? What is the 3D nature of this connection? What does this have to do with in the here and now? Thank you, Luther Vandross. Okay. I promise to love faithfully. All right, the 17, the star card. This is Dante and Beatrice. I'll read you their story. And here's this oppression, this tower energy. Love being oppressed or squashed down momentarily. Now, this is this Dido and Aeneas song, or not song. Well, I don't know why I said song. She's holding a tambourine. Could be a crown. But that tower energy over here, we saw at the bottom of the deck, this could be this star, this wish could really surprise the crap out of you that someone else has finally done their healing work so that their energy rises up to meet yours. Maybe you didn't think that would ever happen. Well, near future, anything can happen in an eclipse, guys. Literally anything can happen. So Dante and Grace, what are we supposed to learn from their story? This is called the Grace card in this deck. And what can we learn about them in the 3D? All right. So this is about inspiration and holding on to hope and a dream. Beatrice's presence made such an impression on Dante that he felt as though his spirit had been infused with light. He was convinced that she was truly an angel and unable to speak to her, and was unable to speak to her when they met. Since he said nothing, Beatrice did not suspect Dante's love. Soon after, she wedded another third person energy. Now, in Merlin and Vivian's case, the third energy was his magic because he put that above her. So that's still third party energy because he was obsessed. So obsessed that he's leaving his beautiful bride here waiting around without him, and he placed that above her. So technically, all four of these stories here there's a third energy in the way of this. Now, so she wed another. The anguished Dante had an aspiring dream of Beatrice with the god Amor. He awoke resolved that his love for Beatrice would be no earthly passion to expire when they died. Instead, he would immortalize Beatrice with poems that would last forever. Love that inspires us and inspires others is the 3D nature of this connection. That's something. Wow. Yowza. And very shocking. That's what we got in the outcome energy double tower there, even in the 3D, guys. That's pretty nutty McFuddy. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. That's actually not the deck I wanted, but just the King of Pentacles came with it. Now, I did mention Taurus up here for some reason in the near future, and with that Hierophant energy. And here's the Taurus or the King of Pentacles sitting on the bottom of the deck that doesn't belong to this deck. So this burning passion, this desire, someone focusing their thoughts and their actions on something else, or not being able to speak about our love. If they don't know, how are they going to know, right? Let's make sure that there's the Nine of Cups wish granted that I talked about with the Casablanca reading. Okay, sorry. Side quest. Okay. Let's find out what's going on here, particularly with the divine masculine energy. We'll go Virgo through Leo here. Divine masculine energy here could be what star they're holding on to, what in the 3D is just taking a while to grow. He is holding a heart with a crown on it, and there are two doves of peace surrounding them. All right. Virgo, divine masculine energy for Virgo. Okay. 8 of Wands. We saw that in the yang side of the outcome, accelerating quickly in Virgo time. Like I said, boom. Right there, guys. If whoever this reading is for, oof. Divine feminine energy on the bottom, glorious win. Okay, 6 of Wands. All right, how about for Libra? Divine masculine energy for Libra. What's going on with the Libra here? I love those repeated confirmations there. What's going on with yang energy for Libra? Queen of Swords. So Libra got their card, thinking strategically. We saw that in the Divine Feminine's outcome. Queen of Wands energy. So Libra might be approaching an Aries or a Scorpio. Queen of Pentacles here, Capricorn energy. So we've got 2 queens. We've got 3 queens, actually. The queen that is missing is the Queen of Cups. So what's going on for the yang energy of Libra, or divine masculine energy? It's like what's that? We 3 kings have traveled so far. It's like it feels like my head is spinning with choice. So Libra might have we kept seeing those 3 energies. So thinking strategically, Libra, about ambition versus home, right? Abundance and ambition, and Queen of Wands versus Queen of Coins, work versus home life. Maybe that's trying to come into balance, and yang energy is really needing a little bit more strategy to make that balance happen. Near future, Wheel of Fortune. Let's see what the yin energy is doing on the bottom here. Persevering willpower with the Chariot. So we've got the Chariot here in the situation for the divine masculine side of the table. Okay, persevering willpower, 10 of Cups, lovingly complete. That is part of the 10 of Pentacles. This is, you know them, they know you. You're already part of their world. If this person is Libra for you, take the message how it resonates for you guys. Okay, let's look at Scorpio. Lilith and the moon, clinking glasses there today. There she is. Hi, hi, hi. You have to save this reading. Well, thanks. Thank you guys that stay here with me on the live, and I know you come back and leave comments too. I think I fell out of the algorithms with all of the crazy crud that's been going on. So I appreciate you coming back to do that to help get me back in the loop there. All right. So for Scorpio, Page of Pentacles, and there's those hot air balloons, okay, recognizing an opportunity. So Scorpio recognizing an opportunity here. There's new abundance with the Ace of Pentacles. And then we've got the Eight of Pentacles, which is where the Sun in Virgo is right now and will be for the next few days. Acquiring expertise, perhaps, about what abundance means to you. There's that tree of knowledge. And I feel like Scorpio energy here, you feel like maybe you need to learn a little bit more. Maybe they feel like they need to learn or earn a little bit more before they can approach the divine feminine, perhaps. Divine feminine on the bottom of the deck. We have devil energy here, which was the energy of the yang, feeling constrained or feeling put in a cage by choices, by life choices. This is mirroring here. Destructive indulgence. All right, Scorpio. So maybe your yang side here, if you're seeing this as just for yourselves, which is totally fine. That's how energy works. You recognize an opportunity for abundance here. You feel like you just need some more information, but then maybe you're secretly afraid here that the opportunity isn't going to last, or that you don't know enough to keep the opportunity coming to you. Clarify, since we didn't get Ace of Pentacles, what's this? Especially, this can be for all of us, since I was talking specifically about the Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces trine with Black Moon Lilith, the North Node of Destiny, and Jupiter. What is this Ace of Pentacles for Yang Scorpio? New start. Yeah, new adventure, full leap of faith, fearless beginnings. With yin energy on the bottom, Five of Swords, being all up in your head about it. All right, Scorpio, I don't know whether or if this person's Scorpio energy, they're getting ready to take this leap of faith and you're still kind of unbalanced perhaps, or dealing with some drama in your own life if you're a yin Scorpio. And underneath that leadership, there's the emperor coming in, strong leader coming towards the yin. So Five of Swords is that energy of nobody wins. It's just playing games, and nobody wins in this. Okay. It's kind of a lose situation. So you got to do what's right for you. But if it's a masculine Scorpio, they just see opportunity, opportunity, opportunity. Okay. All right. Let's look at Sagittarius, masculine Sagittarius, yang Sagittarius energy, please and thank you. All right. Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Patience to succeed. They might be walking a tightrope here. And I kept getting that 1124. That is definitely Sagittarius time. And here comes the Ace of Wands, a motivated beginning perhaps at that time. Okay, yin energy underneath. Empress again. Wow. Nurturing creator. All right, start something new, and definitely by November, if that's just the Sag Sun energy for you, new beginning happening then from whatever's ending now, perhaps at that eclipse. All right, Capricorn. That's way big chunk, but we'll take a look. Four of Swords, healing energy there with about a reunion, yin energy. Three of Cups, gleeful celebration. Okay, Capricorn masculines are taking an earned rest. And then there's that Wheel of Fortune, twist of fate right underneath it. That was in the near future for divine feminine energy, flowing attraction. New door opening here for the yang energy. And it looks like the yin energy is going to be very, very happy about it. Ain't mad at it. All right, let's look at Aquarius, yang Aquarius energy here. Let me know if you like this type of reading, if you like when I pull on each side of the energy. Okay, Aquarius, 7 of Swords, hidden deceit. Okay, they might be experiencing that around them. Could be why masculine energy is coming in as devil energy themselves, or feeling like they're stuck. Okay, hidden deceit, 7 of Swords, and 5 of Pentacles, which was in what Spirit wants us to know on the yin side, hard misfortune. I would be concerned about, if you have any Aquarian friends, masculine energy there, if someone's within their workplace, perhaps, like sabotaging a project. If this is this third energy and it's not work and that's a person, they're going to be losing money from someone that's hiding something from them, wearing a mask. Yin energy, strategic solutioning. Okay, Page of Swords. There's that knowledge, learning something new, and research. Maybe the yin energy helps Aquarius yang with ferreting out this deceit. Maybe. Can I get any more, since we've got Pluto and Aquarius here? And especially because what Spirit wanted us to know was 5 of Pentacles on the inside. What about this misfortune? It's the truth. Yep. So someone is hiding the truth from an Aquarius masculine. And yin energy came in as seeing the truth, or a long buried truth. And I just said, the yin might be the ones that is doing that Page of Swords energy, as far as research, bringing this to their attention. All right, Chariot, quickly, persevering willpower, newfound clarity. All right, someone's helping us with our transformation, perhaps, if that's for the general. All right, don't know why. Yep, somebody in their family, somebody that they know, guys. Okay, green heart chakra. Oof. Keep your eyes peeled. Where is Pluto? Where's Aquarius in your chart, guys? Where is 2 Aquarius in your chart? Keep your ears to the ground about this, okay? All right. Pisces. Devil energy again, feeling trapped. So yang energy, Pisces, destructive indulgence, perhaps feeling locked inside of a cage here, and needing strength of the yin energy, who has unquestioned confidence. This is such a cool card. Since we got the devil twice and we've got North Node in Pisces, let's see what this participation in this knowledge is. What is this destructive indulgence here that's kept Pisces yang in a cage? Rewarded sacrifice, the Hanged Man. This is for, this was the center of the yang energy, guys. They are paused for the cause right now. This is for their enlightenment. Okay, whatever it is they feel like they're giving up or feel caged by, they'll be rewarded for in the end. Okay, with yin on the bottom, fruits of the labor. So even if it's a cracked egg, it's still a golden egg. You're still giving them the ticket, feminine energy there. All right, let's look at Aries. Jeez. Okay, just saw the King of Wands try to peek through. Aries Yang, Two of Wands. That was what Spirit wanted them to know. They're going to have to make a decision. So Aries, moving forward, they're going to have to pick a door, or the action, your Yang, that you will have to take is to make a decision. How are you going to move forward into a glorious win? And then the Seven of Pentacles, fruits of the labor coming through. Okay. Crossed by yin of the sun, happiness. We saw that in the outcome energy here for divine masculine. So unbridled joy. And we've got Aries and Neptune and the planet of dreams right now, learning the skill of adjustment to feedback. So that helps us move forward, or helps our yang take action towards this win. Okay, it's for the good. Learn that feedback, figure out, maybe ask around if you need help with making a choice or decision of how to get to this win. But it's been brewing with that Seven of Pentacles for quite a while. Okay. What's been brewing? Gleeful celebration. All right. Taurus showed up quite a bit here. Taurus Yang energy. What are they learning here? Possibly about love or about a divine feminine. Learning how to go with the flow and take the stick out, maybe. Taurus Yang energy. What's going on here? What are they learning? Or advice for Taurus? What's going on with them in the 3D? This guy here. Nine of Cups. Wishes granted. Okay, learning what they set out to learn, possibly about love. Again, Casablanca was a triangle story, right? The music at Rick's. Rick was the had the bar that Ingrid Bergman and her new partner went to him for help, right? To escape Nazi war era. Wishes granted, and that's where all this stuff came in. Look today at the Sabian symbol for the Virgo sun, a harem, and you'll see on there, that's pulling me back to that reading, guys. For whatever reason, something's in there for you. Yin energy. There's the love. Knight of Cups, flowing attraction. Okay. All right. Let's see what else we got here. Gemini yin energy. Psyche, the asteroid Psyche. Speaking of the Page of Swords, is in Gemini right now, halfway through it. And it's the Six of Cups vibes of two Dutch children talking. But Psyche is in the second decan of Gemini, which is Nine of Swords, which we saw there in the yin energy. Okay, Page of Wands for Gemini masculine here. Rapid fire planning. This is some engineer R&D vibes here. Ooh, and my ear's squeezing. I don't know who that's for. It's for somebody. How they're of course, Taurus would strategize about love. Sorry, Taurus, but wow. Okay, or planning, like making it happen. Making it happen. Okay. Or excuse me, that was Gemini. Rapid fire planning. Yeah, they're fast, but they can also change their mind pretty quickly. Okay, Gemini, we've also got the 1111 energy here of Four of Wands. Gleeful, grateful togetherness. Rapid fire planning, definitely about love here. Making a strategy, an exit strategy. I didn't even see the bottom of the deck yet. There's that Ace of Cups, divine feminine situation. And there's King of Pentacles, secure abundance. So, dang. Okay, that Gemini energy, what we got, newly in Uranus, and that's about a clear belief unfolds in the dependability of universal abundance. And it's Santa Claus filling stockings furtively. Gemini in Uranus. This could be the surprise here that this happens or progresses very quickly into a Four of Wands, into a solid one-to-one relationship, emotional readiness. All right, Cancer. Yang Cancer energy here. What are they learning? What's going on in the 3D for Yang Cancer energy? Yin on the bottom. Why are you being buttoned up, Cancer? It's not like Cancer to be so close. Oh my gosh, hilarious. Why you so buttoned up, the Hermit? Can't make it up. Third house Aquarius, Brandy, that is going to be your communication zone. Also, siblings could be. Yep. Wow. And you got a Gemini stellium there, Crystal. Oof, I hope that resonates for you. Soul search and Cancer, masculine energy, or our own Yang. Doing some soul searching here. We did see that in the Yang outcome. So, especially if we're talking about the Jupiter flowing and trining with Scorpios, Black Moon Lilith, the Moon, and North Node in Pisces, all flowing together. Yin energy on the bottom, self-doubt. Eight of Swords, prisoner of their own mind, but they're about to get up out of that with some needed change here. Even though sharks are swimming around them, this needed change. They're walking forward anyway. All right, Cancer, soul searching. Okay. What's that song? Flashlight. I don't even know who sings that. All right, last but not least, Leo. We got Mercury there, we got Venus there, we got the salve of Panacea asteroid, an unsealed letter is the salve for Leo energy there. But it also, that unsealed letter may present an ethical dilemma of some sort. All right. Leo masculine energy, reliving past trauma, Nine of Swords there. So again, once the yin solves that or stops losing sleep about it and just faces it and grows out of what no longer suits them, yang energy follows. Okay. Bottom of the deck or yin, there's the Tower again. That's the third time, guys. Painful transition out of this past trauma. So perhaps Leo Yang was hanging on to it or reliving it night after night, that nightmare siren. Tower energy here, Queen of Cups underneath that. And intuitive compassion. Okay. So masculine energy will have some help there for Leo. Judgment card again, earned reward. Leo is opposing Pluto. So we've got Venus there within a 3-degree orb in opposition that's helping balance out Aquarian energy. So Leo, yin energy, your compassion is probably needed here, and you'll be getting a reward for that, yin Leos. Okay, I hope that helps y'all. I hope it was fun. I hope it was real. I hope it was fun. I hope it was real fun. All right, guys. Well, thank you for the emails, for checking in. I appreciate it. Oh, hi, Michael. If you're still here, I'm sorry I missed you. I was in the zone. Yep, you can catch the replay. Awesome. No worries. Thank you guys so much. I will see you, and let me know what's happening for you. And thank you again for going back after this video is over and adding into the comments, even if it's just an emoji. It helps me out tremendously, and it'll get me back on the back into the YouTube's algorithms. So I appreciate that. Thank you in advance. Love you, mean it, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.